Have you ever wondered what drove the French to upend their society, igniting the spark of the French Revolution? In 18th century France, the weight of economic hardships and social inequality bore heavily on the common people. While King Louis XVI and his Queen Marie Antoinette reveled in a life of opulence and grandeur, the majority of the populace grappled with dire poverty. The stark contrast between the extravagant royal lifestyle and the dire conditions of the masses was a powder keg, just waiting for a spark. Simultaneously, the ideas of Enlightenment philosophers were permeating French society, planting seeds of discontent and fostering a desire for a society based on equality, liberty, and fraternity. The American Revolution, too, served as a potent example of successful resistance against a monarchy, further fueling the revolutionary spirit. And so, with the storming of the Bastille on July 14, 1789, the French Revolution was set into motion. The French Revolution, however, was not a peaceful transition of power. It was a time of chaos, violence, and fear, known as the Reign of Terror. In the throes of the revolution, a radical shift occurred. The monarchy, a centuries-old institution, was abolished. A bold new entity was born in its place, the French Republic. But with its birth came a period of bloodshed and fear, a chapter that would be remembered as the Reign of Terror. At the helm of this reign was Maximilien Robespierre, a lawyer turned revolutionary leader. Alongside him, the Committee of Public Safety, a provisional government formed to maintain order amidst the turbulence. But order, as it turned out, was maintained through a reign of terror. This committee held the power to decide who were enemies of the Republic, and their verdict often led to the guillotine. The guillotine, a symbol of the revolution and the instrument of a new form of justice. It was swift, it was public, and it was brutal. Thousands were executed in the name of liberty, equality, and fraternity. Among the condemned were men, women, and even children, deemed traitors to the Republic. One cannot discuss the Reign of Terror without mentioning the fate of Louis XVI and Marie Antoinette. The king and queen, once the revered rulers of France, were now the condemned enemies of the Revolution. Louis was executed in January of 1793, with Marie Antoinette meeting the same fate later that year. Their deaths marked the end of an era, and the definitive break from the monarchy. But as history often shows us, those who wield the sword can also fall by it. The Reign of Terror ended as abruptly as it began. In July of 1794, Robespierre was arrested and executed. The man who had sent thousands to the guillotine became its final victim. The Reign of Terror ended with the fall of Robespierre, who himself became a victim of the guillotine. The French Revolution didn't stop with the fall of Robespierre. It had far-reaching impacts that shaped not only France but the world. In the power vacuum left by Robespierre's downfall, a young, ambitious military leader named Napoleon Bonaparte seized control. As a child of the Revolution, Napoleon embodied the ideals of liberty, equality, and fraternity. Yet he would also become an emperor, a paradox that many found hard to reconcile. Under Napoleon's rule, the French Empire was established, stretching from Spain to Russia at its zenith. He modernized the French army, introducing standardized training, merit-based promotions, and technological innovations. This modernization of warfare would ripple across the globe, forever changing how wars were fought. But Napoleon's influence wasn't limited to the battlefield. He also implemented a set of civil laws known as the Napoleonic Code, which formed the foundation for many legal systems around the world. These laws embodied the principles of the Revolution, promoting equality before the law and safeguarding individual liberties. The French Revolution also ignited a flame of nationalism. As people witnessed the power of the French citizenry, they began to identify more strongly with their own nations. This surge of national pride spurred on other revolutions, from the shores of Latin America to the heart of Europe. More broadly, the French Revolution exported its liberal ideas of liberty, equality, and fraternity. These principles, once considered radical, became the bedrock of democratic societies. They inspired other movements for change, from the abolition of slavery to the fight for women's rights. In the aftermath of the revolution, France was forever changed, but so too was the world. The ideals of the revolution spread far beyond the borders of France, inspiring other nations to challenge old systems of power. In the end, the French Revolution was a transformative period that forever changed the course of human history.